I am going to address some comments that were left on the checklist for Princesses and Queens video. Most of the comments that have been left lately have been by males, which I think is really funny, because if I came across a video and it told me it was for the opposite sex, I would keep it moving. I would never click into it. I wouldn't go into the video, but for some reason it seems to be attracting males, which is really, really weird to me. I mean, is it wishful thinking? Do they want to be a queen? Are they queens? Hint, hint. DL? Or are they just really nosy, and are they coming on the video to be combative, like a lot of the wackos on YouTube like to do to me? Anyway, I have written down a few points that I wanted to share, and I want to address one thing in particular because it's what you all keep on blogging about and commenting about. So I'm just going to go ahead and answer your questions because you're not going to let it go. I'm going to respond to those who want to address me for my alleged double standards on my checklist video. I want to start on a serious note by saying that if I don't approve your comments, please don't rewrite the comments 3 and 4 times. If I don't approve the comments, I'm not going to approve the comments no matter how many times you put them on the video. I simply choose not to display those particular comments, which is my prerogative. I have Friend Lock on for a reason, and I filter my comments on my videos for a reason. I don't value everyone's opinion. There are some people's opinions who I don't even want to read. You know, I start reading the sentence, and then I just stop reading, and I just delete it. Delete. That's like one of my favorite buttons. So when you people come on the videos and I don't approve your comments and you come back, you're just wasting your time. You're not wasting my time, because I'm not going to read it once I see your name. Especially when you are regurgitating the same points over and over, or you're regurgitating somebody else's points. You know, they're already ill thought out, and you're going to come into the video like they're yours or like they're original, whatever. But anyway, on to the next thing. Don't assume anything with regards to my dictates to black women. You know, don't assume because I say something to black women that's about black men or about any man of any color. Don't assume that that works in reverse. There are double standards. We all have to live by them. When I said on the video that black women should shun babies' daddies, that didn't mean that black women who were baby mamas should be shunned or feel like the door has been closed to them to get a quality mate, because I don't feel that way. Yeah, it's a double standard, but it's one that I can justify. Okay? Now, let me get my other paper out. I'm going to be reading and ad-libbing. I don't want to forget my points. So, let us all pretend that we agree that sex outside of the institution of marriage is wrong. Okay? I know that I have subscribers and friends on here who are atheists, so just play along, pretend like we all agree that premarital sex is wrong. Even though some people don't think it's wrong, that's not what this video is about. I'm trying to make a point here, and the point is that if we say that premarital sex is wrong, we can agree that it's wrong for both the male and the female. That will put them on equal footing. Because if the rule says that you're not supposed to have sex, it works for both sexes, not just for the female. And a lot of men are still trying to say, you know, it's only wrong for women. It only looks bad when women do it. But no, it's wrong. If it's wrong for one sex, it's wrong for both. So it's the act of sex outside of marriage that is considered wrong, not the baby or not the resulting pregnancy. Carrying a child to term and birthing it, it's not a sin, it's not a crime, it's not considered wrong. It's considered really the right thing to do, regardless of how the child was conceived. So, the only thing that the baby is proof of is that, you know, if the woman's not married, it's proof that she was having sex. It's proof that moral codes were violated, and proof that two people, not one, were being sexually irresponsible. But the child itself, the child is usually considered a blessing. And depending on your religious beliefs, it's always considered a blessing. So the issue here becomes the illegitimacy of the baby. The right thing to do, let us say it in unison, the socially responsible thing to do would be for the parents to get married. When I think about all the women that I know who are single mothers, just about all of the baby mamas that I know were willing to get married. But you know what? They said most of the times the fathers never even brought it up, never suggested it, and then if they brought it up, he acted disinterested. So the men who's fathering these kids, they're not interested in marrying the mother. You know, a lot of times they don't even stick around, unfortunately, to even co-parent the babies. So if you think about the single black women that you know, I'm sure that most of them are lamenting about the same things with regards to the child's father anyway. They usually have the same gripes, and that's that they don't have any financial support, or if they are getting financial support, it's not enough. They're not getting any emotional support. The babies aren't getting any emotional support. Or the biggest gripe is that the father is just completely MIA. So my no-no concerning no babies, daddies, it's because it exposes and it reveals the fathers for being losers. That's what they are if they don't stick around to raise their children and help out with their children. Let me see, what else have I here? I go on to talk about how men who are irresponsible with their seeds are losers. And they are. If you are a male and you just have indiscriminate sex, it's not just saying something about the woman. It's saying a lot about you, because usually men who are sexually promiscuous have a lot of women at one time. They don't just use a woman this month and then they go on to use another woman. They usually like to use a lot of women at once, and that's really gross. But anyway, a man who doesn't love his child, and this was the point I was trying to make when I said no baby daddies. If a man doesn't love his child, he doesn't love himself, and therefore he can't love you. If he loved his child, he would have stayed around and he would have legitimized it. That's always the case across the board. He would have made an attempt to do the right thing by his offspring. Children are extensions of the parents. So if he doesn't love an extension of himself, he doesn't love himself. If he doesn't love himself, he doesn't love you. On the other hand, single mothers, they get to learn the meaning of one of my favorite phrases, and that is, that which does not kill us makes us stronger. So compliments of the MIA baby daddy, the baby mama becomes a stronger person, because raising a child alone is one of the hardest things that a woman can do. I see women doing it all the time. It's not an easy feat. It's not something that I would do. It's not something I would be willing to do. So the woman gets to find out how strong she is, and we all get to see just what a poor character the baby daddy has. And being a baby mama reveals, that she learned to suck it up. So that's what I meant when I said no baby daddies. Yes, it's a double standard, but the world is full of double standards. Some of them we can kind of justify, depending on what we see socially, depending on the circumstances, and some of them can't be justified. But I just justified why it's okay to be a baby mama. Because what you're doing is you are cleaning up the mess that both of you made. But if he is a baby daddy and he didn't marry you, it's showing him and revealing him for being the schmuck that he is. And that's how the doll feels about it, okay? I am going to go ahead and go to bed. If you don't agree with what I have said in this video, too bad, oh so sad.